So anyone tried to solve the yesterday's formula?
Yes, Bala.
Yes.
Okay, what's the issue?
So,
Why?
we're getting in the date format. So, sorry, we are saving it as a string in the JSON output actually. So to apply the formula, we use the function inbuilt function called date of that particular effective date, which is in string format. So first it will convert into date, and then we can compare it with today function.
Okay,
That
yeah,
is how I did it, and I got
okay.
the result. So I thought it might be the right way.
It's one of the right way. Yeah. Anyone else can tell the other way? I mean, that's the way, but instead of day of anything else, or is it the same for is the same that everyone tried and got it? Sheetal, yesterday you're telling
I
that you
use
got
date.
date, yeah,
Yeah.
same approach. Okay. Where is it? I'm searching for the credentials. But we can also use movement of. There's something called movement of. So
What's that, Bala?
movement
Movement.
of, yeah.
So the moment of effective date.
Yes.
Okay.
What exactly it means? I mean, like how it differs from date?
It's similar to the movement will give the current. It tells like, hey, movement of the date. It's something like date time.
Okay.
I'm not solving it. I guess by now someone would have solved it. I'm not worried about it. Because I don't have much time. Let me start the recording. Oh, it's already going on. Okay. So we'll see how to integrate WeatherBit with our own script. Okay. So first first of all, we need to get this API key by registering into this WeatherBit or any integration. For any integration, we need to have the authentication, right? So every uh, third party or endpoint will have some authentication process. Somebody will give API key, somebody will give password, somebody will give security token, somebody will give security secret. So everyone will have their own names. So these people are providing API key. So this key is used to call this WeatherBit, and also we have documentation. They have provided API documentation. So if we see the documentation, they have given instructions how to make a call. So in this case, making a call is pretty straightforward. Like we should pass an URL. We should execute an URL. When we execute an URL, we will be getting the JSON in this format. Okay. So if you know that if you know about REST APIs will always mostly use JSON data between the systems, right? We pass JSON and they we pass JSON as request and they'll return response as JSON. But here we are passing request through the URL, then we will be getting the response as the JSON. In this JSON, we will have all the data, right? So this is current weather. This is for current weather. This response, we have weather icon, we have temperature here 24.19, Okay, so if we study here, so we can from this question mark, right? This is called param. After this, we can pass latitude, longitude, or we can also pass one of these, either latitude, longitude, or city ID, or station, or cities, or stations, postal code, country, etc. Right? So they are also given example like city and country, only city. So I will form an URL. So if we are, I mean, these are the base URLs and the method that we should call, and these are the languages that we can refer, which is optional, and we'll copy the city. In place of latitude, longitude, I'll copy the city and give Hyderabad and API key. So they have provided the JSON along with some forecast something, right? So this is not in a readable format. Let me go to JSON editor. So here is the JSON. In this JSON, they have provided minutely, right? If you go back to the documentation, you will understand each and everything. What is this minutely? What is what is what? So, but I'm worried about this temperature only for now. So temperature is somewhere 25.6 degrees. It's little cloudy here for me, so yeah, don't think I'm enjoying the temperature. It's little hot inside the home, and I have icon also. Forecast clouds is the description. We can use this icon to even display the image. So this is what the data that returned from the website is real time. So now we'll see how to use it. So generally we'll use card to display this data, but we're not discussing about the cards, either velocity cards or flex cards. So let us do it using an Omni script. So let me create a new Omni script. Get, okay, I will name it like MIP other details. Underscore get weather details. So mostly in the type we'll give a prefix as the company's code. So or company's code plus purpose, like MIP underscore coding or MIP underscore application. And here we will give the subtype with the meaningful name that indicates what we are doing in this OS Omniscript. Always remember these naming conventions. And as you remember, language type and subtype makes an OS unique. So I'm enabling LWC. As I mentioned earlier, we should have some patience when we work with this velocity platform. Sometimes it takes its own time. Okay, under the actions, we have HTTP action. We can directly use this HTTP action here, or we can use integration processor. We'll use integration processor. So for that, let's create an integration processor. So integration processor will not have language. Type and subtype will make it unique. Might be get weather details. So when I name, okay, I'll lose this. When I name, I'll to differentiate, I'll use IP here. Most of the time, the name of the IP or OS, we will give the combination of type and subtype. Okay, here also I'll have the HTTP action. So I'll drag drop the HTTP action. So in this, have the, I'll give the path, method. I can add headers or the params. Not adding the headers, I'll add params. Params are nothing but um, these things that I have added after this question mark, right? So let me paste this in some. Cannot zoom this. Okay, I'll do one thing. So I have n, but it worked. Okay, so I'll break this. I don't want this minutely. So I need to pass city and the key as the params, and this is the URL. If you notice in the website, I mean in the documentation, we provided all this, right? Let's call HTTPS. So this path is the path where we make the callout request URL. So whether it integration, and the method is get. So we have different methods to make a callout, get, post, put, delete. So don't worry about this. So get method is to get the data, to send the request and get the response. Okay. So post method is to send some data, update some data. Don't worry about the others. So then the headers, not the headers, the params like Hyderabad and city and the key, or can be passed through this params. So as I mentioned earlier, I always believe in copy paste because these are all case sensitive. So value, want to create a set value here. Set params. This I want to give key and city. City as Hyderabad or any other city that you say. Let's change the city later. So key is this API key. Then this set param. Colon. The key. So city small letter. If you notice city is small letter, so that's why I want to copy. Here I used capital letter. Key is also small. Okay. So I'll have response action in the end. So I'll return full response now. This response action can be used to return whatever the required data from the whole execution, right? So in this execution, I have set values data, I have this HTTP actions data, and I may have other data also, right? So I have to whatever the data I get, I don't need to return everything. If I have to return everything, then I'll choose this option, return full data JSON. But if I have to trim the data, trim the node and send specific data, I can use something with this, or I can also use some additional outputs. We'll discuss about this later. So now this action will execute and should return. But before that, we should whitelist this URL. So which one did we use? HTTPS. So first we need to take this URL, go to, did anyone know what to do other than Sheetal or other than Sheetal and experienced people in Salesforce? Can anyone tell when we make an integration or call out, what should we do?
We need to add remote site settings, Bala.
I think you break my rules again.
Okay, sorry. Other than Sheetal means I should I also the part of. I thought that way.
Okay, I said experienced in Salesforce. Anyways,
Well, Bala, if that's a way. If technically speaking, he is not feeling that expert, right? Right, Varun?
do you, Varun?
That's a true learning, right? We never be experts. We keep on learning new stuff.
And right,
True.
Bala.
Yeah.
True.
Ramesh, you're a great team player, Ramesh. You are
Yeah.
covering your team.
Yeah.
He's always. Yeah. So sorry, I just added it. So in the remote site settings, we need to add the URL which we are making call out, so that Salesforce will know that we are making a call out to that specific endpoint. Okay. So anyways, when you learn integration, you will understand this. What is this remote site settings and all. But for now, just follow this and just um, add the URL to the remote site settings. And now let us try. I don't need to pass anything because I already have a key and the city hard coded there. So I got the response. So I got everything. Everything. I'm returning the whole response. So instead of returning the whole response, let us take this and let me paste it on in another node and make it a tree view. So this is what the response I got. So if you want to see the specific response, this response is like for whole IP. If you want to see the specific response, you can go to the debug on the right and see the execution. Like initially the set values are executed. So it got key and the city. Then weather bit integration got executed. It returned some data. So count is 1 and I got specific nodes. And also this is the response. And this debugs will show the input. If you see the input, it shows the input endpoint is the input, and it's not showing the params because those are added inside, and those params are added directly. But in few integrations, we need to pass headers. Um, if I explain each and everything, it's a big concept. So, but generally we'll do this using Apex. Using Apex, we'll write an Apex to make a call out. We have to do a lot of things. We have to consider a lot of things, and we have to write test class also. But using this HTTP action in an IP or OS, this is pretty straightforward. People who already know integration will understand this. Like this is pretty straightforward. It's very easy to make a call out using this HTTP action. It's pretty straightforward, right? So once we get this response, I don't want whole. Okay, I want only specific. I want only specific data to return. So I'll go with output, additional output response. I'll add key value pair, current temp. I want to return current temperature. So the node of the current temperature is weather bit integration data, and then where is this temp?
The weather node is on a bit up. If you scroll up, there's line weather thing.
Okay. So here is the temperature, and here is the description, and here is the icon. So we'll return these three, and we have something like feels like. I like that feels like, because that is what will tell how we are feeling like. Most of the time, feels like will be 4-5 degrees extra, right? I don't
So
know.
Bala, will it always return only one element in the array in the data?
Depends on the endpoint,
Okay.
right? This always returns the call that we made always returns only one node, data and this. But these people has provided some other documentation. If we are also getting the forecast is for next 5 days or 10 days, right? So that time the forecast along with the current. This is 16 days forecast. So it will return, it will, okay, if we also call the forecast, it will return an array of
It's a
data
multiple
yeah.
array object. Okay.
So we can use pipe 1, pipe 2 and all some techniques to read the array if we have to read, or we can just take that array and show in an edit block what's the current weather and all. So let me add this weather integration. Then 10. It's a, it's not, it's an array, right? Let us see whether this will give the correct output or not. And I also want to return icon or maybe description. I'll pick up the whole thing under data, again under weather. And description. If I don't get it, I'm not going to solve it. Okay, I want some of you to solve it. Current icon. I got them, right? So I'll use these details to populate in the Omni script. So, but I'll make some small modification. I have city here. Okay, I have city here. So I want to pass the city. Okay, I won't do it now. So let me activate this. Generally, how we'll do, we'll read the current logged in users location. So you people do it. You read the current logged in user location. How to do it? You have the user ID. So using the user ID, query and check for his location, right? You already know how to get user details using this user ID. We already done it. So using this user ID, get the user's location, especially city, and pass that city into this integration browser and pass that city into this HTTP action to get the uh, temperature of temperature and other details of the current logged in user. Okay, if it's agent, then agent city. If it is system admin, then system admin city. Whoever logged in, you pass their city into this. Figure out how to do it using this IP. So then we need to add IP. I'll give a hint. So I will add an IP here. Did I activate this IP? Yes. So you can just select that IP here. Where is it? MIP get the details. I always like to copy this name, paste it here and here. Then step 1 I'll rename to the details. Then I'll add a text block. Current temperature. Okay, let us preview and see what the data that will be added into our Omni script. So current temperature is 25.6 degrees. I want to make this whole bold. I want to make this red. Then current condition. Which is description, right? Current DESC. And we can also import an image. So to import an image, we'll give some instructions. This is the icon. Okay. So we can take this, go back to our IP and use set value to form that URL. SV image URL. Weather icon. This weather icon, we can use concatenate. Where is this? So till this, right? And here in the middle, I should pass that icon. Did I get the icon or the code? See, let me try this. Yes. So I'll take this current icon and add it in the URL. So when I preview, I got this URL. Let me test this. I got the correct image. I mean, the URL that I found is good. So I'll take this as a bit and I'll use this source weather icon. You can also mention the dimensions. I'm not doing it. Let me preview now. Right, I got the icon. So if we want this icon to be on the right or something, we can do it here. If we know the, do we have source? I didn't remember. Yeah, we have the source. We can use HTMLs and make it happen. We can just have two tables and move this weather icon to the right? So all you need to do is pass the city dynamically, right? I directly hard coded in this set value, but instead of this, you need to pass. Okay, I'll give a hint. So in this IP, you have something called this remote options. Pass it through the extra payload. Okay, you just name the city as an extra payload. Then you can directly refer the city using percentage. You can remove this and it will work. So give a try. Or you can also pass through the remote options so that you can read there. You can read as options colon the node name that you passed. I want you people to figure out. Current weather details. Okay. Okay, I also want to show you something. So now let me activate this. And I want to add this to the home page or any page. For example, let me go to Sales Cloud. Once we save, if we have to add into any of the pages, I want to add it to here. So any of the pages, always remember to click on this deploy LWC. If you are in classic editor, if you are in LWC editor, then when you click on activate, it will take care of the deploying thing and all. So LWC Omni script has to be deployed. Once you activate, you need to click on deploy LWC. Then only you can use it in some of the lightning pages. So when we edit the page, on the left side, under the custom, so I'll always tell to the spinner or loader, hey, don't worry, I have patience. Okay, let it load, let it take its own time. Let me go back here. Why it's not opening the yeah. Anybody else want to try other cities? You can tell any other city. Sheetal, you are in Pune, right?
Yep, I'm in Pune.
We'll see. What is the temperature? No.
It's raining actually. Let's see what it tells.
Yeah, let's see. Moderate rain, 24.1. The temperature is lesser than mine. Wow. Okay. Any other city? Anyone from any other city?
Hey, Bala, I just have one question.
Yes, Shita.
So the way you did that SVG icon, if I want to use an icon or let's say image from the static resource, I can still do that in Velocity.
Yeah, you can do that in Velocity. You can call the
And it-
static
Okay,
URL.
sorry. Okay. And in that case, do I have to give the complete URL or a relative URL just like we do it in Visual Force or any other application will work?
You can use relative URL, yeah.
Okay.
But we'll form the whole URL here.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yes. Any other city? Guys, no one from no other city?
I'm from
Everyone is
Goa.
Hyderabad and Pune.
Hey, you want to go?
I'm still in Goa. So
You are always in Goa. We'll tell na. Body present, mind absent. Where is his mind? His mind is always in Goa. The right way, no? Oh,
yes,
you are in hot place, 27 degrees.
because everywhere is hot.
Oh, hot city. Okay. Any other place? We can try rural also.
Right, Bhimavaram.
Okay. Right? BHMAVRM.
Yep, you're right.
I got question H is needed or not. Hey,
Say
33.
Yeah, say something now. So about hot or cold.
What is
Spice. It's not called hot. It's spicy.
Always Bhimavaram is always spicy. If you
Feels like
go there,
39.
you can. Feels like 39. Wow. Okay, I forgot to mention degree. Okay, anyway, it's activated.
Bala, it is 1 hour, right?
It's 1 hour. Yeah, I joined late, so I little stretched. Sorry for that. So,
Bala,
yes, Ramesh. Yeah.
Bala, give Karimnagar, Bala.
Oh, Dinesh. Okay. $24.9 overcast clouds. Okay, so this is good. But this is not where we should pass the city. This is wrong. So because end user will not go here and change and see the temperature, right? So you always need to read from the users, or you can create one input for the user to enter to check the city. This weather is very important. I'll tell you why. These weather integrations are very important for most of the insurance sector, because I have worked in one of the insurance project where it is for general insurance, it's for vehicle insurance. So there is an option for the insured to avail the towing service. So when they call, when some incident happened, like accident, they met an accident or something where they cannot drive the vehicle, they'll call the service provider and tell like, hey, I can't move from here. Can you arrange the towing and also taxi service? So depending on the insurance they take, those services will be available to them, and they'll get the service, right? But when this towing people goes there, they'll check the weather condition. So generally what we'll do, they can check with some weather tools from their mobile or something, but companies will provide this information within the login itself. When they get the request, they'll also show what is the current weather situation in that area, right? So depending on that, they'll plan the towing. So that's the reason this weather is integrated in most of the insurance projects. So this is why I used WeatherBit. Velocity in velocity training, they use this, so I use the same thing. And to add the OS, current OS, we can do it two ways. We can use wrapper. I'm not talking about it. We have something called OmniScript wrapper. Okay, I'm not talking about it. But when we deploy LWC, on the name of the OmniScript, a component is created. MIP get weather details, English, right? So you can just drag drop this, and it will appear as a component. It will appear, it will show us the details, or it will show whatever we created. So I don't need the steps. We can remove the steps. We can remove this save for later. We'll do, give me just 5 more minutes. I know I'm taking more time. Sorry for that. So let me go to the step. Under the save options, allow save for later, I'll remove buttons also. I'll remove all this and this. I'll remove this. Then I also want to remove the steps, so I'll go to script configuration. So go to the step chart, hide step chart, so that the steps also will not be visible. Only it looks like it's looked like one small component, right? With weather details and this weather condition. Steps are removed, buttons are removed, save for later is removed. Let me go back, activate. But remember one thing, OmniScript is used for forms most of the time, for inputs of the user. Cards and flex cards are to display, to show the output. We don't take inputs from the user in those cases. We can take inputs using custom LWC, but generally those uh, uh, those are not meant for taking the inputs, cards or flux cards. Omni scripts are mainly meant for a wizard, a flow. So don't worry about these options and all. I think you will learn this as part of Salesforce. This page, adding components, this, that, and all. But if you have to achieve this, you can follow my video. So this is how it displays. You can make this more beautiful if you are good with the design. So maybe icon should be on the right is that, you can add some more text, whatever. So yeah, this is how we'll display. This temperature is written for Karimnagar something now, but you can dynamically pass the city and get the data in the real time. This is giving the data in the real time. Yeah. So I think I'm good. Any questions?
Bala, I have one thing to share, Bala. Regarding my voice is audible.
Yeah, you're audible.
Regarding that community, I am able to show. I will share my screen.
Yeah.
If you don't mind, anyone let me co-host.
I will try. No, I can't.
Only magnetic can do. We said he right back.
Vijay, can you make Dinesh as co-host?
Yeah, 1 second. Dinesh, you can share your screen.
Yeah, thanks.
Bala, how about this debugging session? Is it completed?
No, it's not completed.
Okay.
Will you do that tomorrow? Do you have
Yeah.
some energy to do? Yeah.
The
Tomorrow.
same session as earlier, how we did same the following thing. I just
Yeah. Tomorrow, then Venu will talk about debugging, how to debug and how to handle the error messages. Are we covering error messaging also, depending on the debugging?
yes, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good.
How to disable this above screen?
How to?
This above bar.
Disable bar?
Yeah. So I need
Can
to
you-
show the URL.
Can you zoom out this page?
Go to options. There you will have a exit, hide navigation, something. Have floating navigation on the top. View
So
options.
Bala, what happened means, yeah, this is my site. When I click this site, I'm able to see.
Okay.
So this is button. When I click this button, I'm able to see that which we created for sample purpose.
You want to launch the OmniScript?
No, that is here it is working fine. Just try it.
Okay. Okay, I understood what you're talking. So when you end with the
my doubt is when I log in with a customer user, that is not activated or something, that exception is coming in the command.
Oh, okay, got it.
But I given all the velocity admin and all the things in the members, the administration community as well, and where I need to do some permissions.
Got it. So can you go to communities once?
Builder.
Yeah, builder. I got cold, so I need to check for a couple of days what happened to me.
Components.
Huh? So
I need to check with
you're breaking in between. Not the components. Go to. You would have gone to workspace, not the settings.
I need to go for workspace.
Yeah, click on left side to the home. Click on left side to the home. Okay, you can do from there also you can go to workspace. So here go to settings.
This one administration.
Wait a minute. Go to administration. I'm done. If anyone can drop, if anyone has to drop, can drop off if you don't have any questions.
Pala, we even have Q&A tomorrow. So let them, we can request them to just prepare for that. Would be fine, right?
Yeah, sure.
So team, you will be having a Q&A tomorrow. It's just high level Q&A, how you are seeing and how you are preparing. Just prepare for Q&A also. We'll have a hampered gift tomorrow.
Hey, we already giving gift.
When?
Not given. We are giving. Sunday we had Kahoot kind of.
Kohok.
Yeah, Kahoot kind of, not Kahoot. So you
Bala here.
scroll down to the permission sets licenses.
Okay.
Okay, already added. So you assign this to the user, right?
Yes.
All these four?
Yeah, only 4.
Still you're unable to see the Tommy script?
Yes. Inactive or something like that.
Can you go to OWD? Okay, in OWD, make all the velocity objects as read write.
No. Is it no, like when he is logging as an end user and a community user, that's where you are facing an issue? Is it, Dinesh?
Yes, exactly.
But I see that community page is inactive. Can you activate?
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, not activated. That is correct.
Then how come you're able to log in?
Yes. No. Actually, I checked in the just URL clicker that I'm able to see. So that's why I'm not able to think this is activated. Sorry for that.
And you also should make the OWD as read. I mean, for external user, everything will be private. So you need to make velocity objects as read write. Then only they will be able to use the Omni script. That is also one thing you should do, and you should also activate this portal. But let us try now. If it works, it works for the end user. If it doesn't work, go to OWD and make everything read write.
Yeah, I will do that. Just I'll check this one to work.
Because when they do something using the data, velocity, all the velocity objects are data, right? They create data. So user should have edit access on it.
Yeah, defaultly it is coming with only like private. So we need to change that one to retrain, right? Yeah. And I will do that and I will. Thank you.
Okay, we can sync up if still this is not. So any other questions? I'm stopping with
Bala, regarding the weather API details, the key and other things, how can we get those?
go to weatherbit.io. You can get your own credentials. It's free.
Okay, thank you.
I'll post in the WhatsApp. I thought I'll share in the WhatsApp after the session.
Okay, thank you.
Right, guys. We'll catch up tomorrow.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thanks,
Have a good day.
everyone. Bye bye.
Thanks.